Howdy, y'all. Joe Hills here, recording as I was due in Nashville, Tennessee, and I noticed a lot of you guys had special requests for me after I got married, specifically saying, oh, you should play a game with your lovely bride. No longer bride-to-be, which I'm thrilled about, let me tell you once again. So what I figured out was, why don't we do something a little different? I got this new technology to stream iPad games to the computer and record them with the magic of AirPlay. Why don't I have my lovely fiance and we can just squeeze into a little wife. Yes, this is Marion, my wife. I got it, wife. See, I'm good at it now. So, Oregon Trail. I played this once, but not the director's cut. It was a Flash game they made a while back, but the director's cut is this whole thing for the iPad, all the other ones. I want to start a new game? Yes, my old save is just a test. Now, it uses the Game Center on the iPad, as you can tell, to store your data and do all the leaderboarding. Marion, what do you want to do? Do you want to do easy, normal, or hardcore?
Well, maybe we can start off with just being concerned with surviving. Doink.
Okay, yeah, I was going to say, I tried playing it on normal earlier just to test the recording. And I had to shoot one of my party members within the first, 30 seconds of the game. And you only get 5 party members, so normal's still pretty hard on this. Which, you know what that says to me? Replay value.
Oh, no.
So, I guess I should... Uh-oh, now I'm out of ammo. So luckily for me, this guy has come along to help us out. And I don't really know what we should call him. Hopefully he will enlighten us. Let's see. Well then, looks like I just saved your bacon. I reckon we stand a better chance out there if we stick together. See, Marion, that's what I've been telling you.
Oh, yeah.
My name's Clements. I used to be a priest. Not much use for those nowadays. I guess because, people die but nobody buries them. What's your name, partner? So, do you want to be the primary driver or should I?
For changes, we could put my name in.
Okay. So, at sour power, return. Now, pleasure's all mine, sour power. Listen, even with the two of us, we won't survive very long. Everyone I trusted died a while back. You know anyone else we could count on in a pinch? Well, I think you can count on me. So I'm just going to put my name in here. This is a little bit weird typing on the iPad while looking at the computer and having a microphone here. Usually the iPad is for the couch, not for the recording booth. So what's a funny group of 3 people that we could do? Like there's the classic who's on first, what's on second, I don't know, third base. There's, Larry, Curly, and Moe. There's, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. But I feel like we might get into a little bit of blaspheming territory. So, Marion, do you have any preference over who we do for our 3 other companions?
I like the Larry, Schmo, and...
Yeah, but that was one of the examples. That was the low-hanging fruit. I'm providing you a beautiful word tapestry of low-hanging fruit that you might aspire further. So I mean, the easy ones would be something like Earth, Wind, and Fire, or come on, you gotta stretch yourself mentally. There's got to be something that you think. Okay, now you want to type? Okay, you can type.
No. Go back.
No, not D. Backspaced. Okay, what do you got?
Well, I guess they don't believe in caps.
No, you keep. It'll automatically capitalize the first letter, and then you got to hit Shift. Okay, so we've got DNA. Then press return. So what else have we got? Let me guess. RNA. Renah. DNA, RNA, what's left? Protein. Oh, proteins. I was gonna say, what the heck is PNA? Okay, so DNA, RNA, and protein. And what are those?
It's the central dogma of biology.
Yay! So those names are correct. There's still a good chance if there's still alive, they'll be together at the shelter meetup in D.C. If they have any sense, that is. We're gonna need a way to get around. I saw an old station wagon a few blocks back. Those things might not be very reliable, but you'd be surprised at how roomy they are. Anyway, let's get moving. Tap anywhere to continue. So, one of the reasons that I chose this game for our first co-op thing is, well, for one thing, both of us we're not necessarily at separate computers. We're just at the one iPad, hunched around it, so it's kind of easier for us to take turns doing stuff. Alright, I think I got just enough fuel and food for us to make it to DC in this baby. Let's hit the road. I'll drive. Sounds good to me, Clements. Also, I know Marion gets a little bit disoriented looking at three-dimensional first-person stuff for too long, and the graphics on this are a little bit, they're generally third-person, I would say.
I like the retro look.
Yeah. This game came out today. We met Ryan of the Men with Who Wear Many Hats. Clemens has dysentery. At PAX East, and he was lucky enough to give me permission to play this game.
No!
Clemens was bitten by a zombie.
Good.
And the station wagon's out of fuel. Yep.
Doesn't look like our luck is going too far.
Hey, look, it's just like normal Washington, D.C. Except that big tower at the end's kind of partially translucent. That's kind of different. Here, we should switch to my radio announcer voice. Well, once I get to the capital part. Just as the station wagon runs out of fuel, you coast into the city. You can hear a radio blaring in a nearby window. Repeat. All survivors who still remain in Washington, D.C., the government has declared a Class 3 biohazard in the area. See, they will be commencing a nuclear strike within a few short hours. See, get out while you still can. The city is lost. That was probably pretty bad. Tap anywhere to continue. Looks like we have a time problem. I'll go look for your friends at the shelter. Meanwhile, you should go scavenging for supplies. I've heard about a place on the west coast that's supposed to be a safe haven from all this chaos. Let's meet back here and head out. Here, take my journal. I've written down everything I know about surviving on the road. It should help you decide what you think you need on the trip. So, let's see, what can we get? So we don't, in the normal Oregon Trail game, you would have money when you started the trip, and then you'd buy supplies. Here we have to scavenge them. We have 12 hours. So, like, for example, to get 8 fuel, which I think comes in cans, right? Yeah, you can travel for 4 hours on a tank of gas. You want to have at least 8 tanks with you on any given time. So med kits are just, it looks like basically health kits. Patch you up for 30% of your health. Money, you can trade with people for stuff. Scrap is scrap metal that you can use to repair your car. You know, you could probably make quilts from scraps too. Marion, have you ever made a quilt like from scraps, or do you always like actually just go buy the fabric, or do you always just not make quilts?
Well, that quilt that I'm working on, I'm using scraps.
Okay, see, so people really do scavenge for scraps. This game is so realistic.
Right.
Let's see, scavenging is the easiest way to get food. Then you've also got ammo and car parts, and those are pretty self-explanatory. So, I figure we want at least one of everything, so let's go ahead and hit the button once. So then it leaves us with 4 hours remaining. I was thinking food and fuel, and maybe ammo would be... Because ammo is good because you can trade it for stuff.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
So, ammo, food, fuel... let's go ahead and get additional fuel, just because that's hard to get on the road.
Yeah.
Okay. Luckily, it doesn't make us, roll a die to actually get all that stuff. Look, our friends have joined the party. So, I'm guessing that... I don't know which one of these is you, and which one of these is me, and which one of these is protein, but they all look like pros to me. Great, everyone's here. There's just one more thing. Back there on the road, one of those things bit me. I'm already not feeling too well, and I can't stand the thought of becoming one of them. You're gonna have to put me down. Why don't you keep my journal? It may help you out there. Good luck. Marion, why don't you do this next part?
Uh-oh. Does this mean I have to kill him?
Mm-hmm.
Wah, wah.
So do you know how to shoot? You have to drag the mouse back or drag your finger back and then let go.
Aww.
Sour power put down Clements. Done. That's okay. It's a new age. There's no room for people like him. So we got some little indicators on the screen here. We got the sun up in the corner there. Hey, we found a muffler in an abandoned car.
Sweet.
Possibly on an abandoned car. So we've got, you get lost on the backcountry road for an hour. So that might be reflected down here. Oh, I guess the time of day doesn't seem to actually be on. Oh, good. DNA has a broken arm already.
What were you doing, stupid DNA?
Yeah, it's like I don't know how people break their arm, like driving down the. Well, I guess if you're fighting off zombies, Protein has typhoid. So let's see. It's already getting late at night. Zombie activity is high. We're only 50 miles from the next. I was gonna say we're only 50 miles from the next landmark. Now we're 5 miles, but we're almost there. A fire in your car destroyed 6 scrap. How are we going to make our quilts now? Oh, good. It's normal Pittsburgh. Except we're here. That's the only thing that's out of the ordinary. Okay, so we have options to rest, use med kits, kill, like if one of these people got bit by a zombie, talk to stranger. In car over here, we can repair the car, make upgrades. We can look at the road map, which you'll see we only, that little tiny line, that's how far we've gone. We've traveled 230 miles. The next landmark's 230 away, and then we got to go all the way across the American West, avoiding these nuclear fallout zones.
Sweet.
Yeah, so that's a non-trivial amount of trippage.
Trippage.
Yep, it's a pretty trippy game. It's 10 p.m. at night. Zombie activity is deadly this time of day, so we probably don't want to go out and scavenge right now because more zombies will come attack us. You can set your pace and rations to be slow, normal, fast, small, medium, large. Do you see any reason to accelerate anything here, cutie?
Nope, that would probably be a bad idea.
Yeah, probably. So in the town, there's an auto shop where we can buy upgrades and stuff like that. Hey, we could pay $48 for a cow catcher and have no slowdown from rubble for the station wagon. That'd be great to have a cow catcher, but that's 48 of our $50.
Yeah.
Maybe we can get a job in town and get some more money. I'm having trouble sleeping. I keep seeing movement outside. Come protect me. You want to try that one? And then we could buy that cow catcher and not feel bad about it.
Yeah, and probably one of us will get killed.
Yeah, but it's only difficulty normal. This one's difficulty suicide. This one also plays $2 better than the suicide job.
All right, let's go for it.
Okay, so pull back to aim, release to shoot. I'm gonna let you try this one, and then if you get panicked, you can let me try, but it'll be too late, and you'll have already failed. So yeah, you're gonna want to angle it, and you're gonna want to let go because you got a reload time.
Oops.
And you can touch anywhere on the screen when you're aiming. It doesn't. You don't have to do it right at the bottom there.
Oops. Yeah.
Hey, you're doing okay. Ish. You were overrun and got injured in the process. Tap anywhere to continue.
You probably shouldn't have.
Let you do it. Well, fine. I'll do this defense one over here so we can get enough for the cow catcher. Because I'd really like to have something that cool. So this one's like the same thing, but way harder. See, look, I'm missing stuff too. It's okay. It was close. The guns in this game, like in the old one, for the flash, you just had to click where you wanted to shoot, which is easy because you just tap on the zombies with the mouse, which is way easier to control than your finger on the computer here. So those ones with the brain damage there, they seem to take 2 shots to kill, but they'll stop if you shoot them once.
No, they won't.
Yeah, I mean, they slow down. Whoa. See? I got overrun. Okay, so there are no more jobs listed. That's good, because we're probably as injured as we can afford to be. Let's go ahead and rest so Protein can get his typhoid fixed or whatever. So, we're low on food as well. Now you'll notice it does a little dot for every quarter hour here. So we also should be mentally resting ourselves, the player, as these dots decrease. Okay. So we don't have a ton of food left. So we can try trading for some. Oh. Wants 1 muffler for 28 ammo. We have an extra muffler, but I don't know. Yeah,
Go for it.
Yeah, let's go for it. Wants 1 muffler for $7. No. Done. Can we? I guess we can. I guess there's nobody here selling food. Oh wait, hold on. Buy food. $4 for 10 ounces. That's not bad at all. So, I mean, we can scavenge for it for practically free, though, but we risk getting hurt. So, do you want to try scavenging? Yeah, we're playing a game. We should try everything. Oh, zombie activity is still deadly is the only problem.
Yeah, no.
Okay, so we're going to buy food, and then we'll scavenge later. Buying the food. I really wanted that cow catcher. Because rubble in this game is a real pain. It slows you down. But anyway, so we're going to get back on the road. Oh no, we must cross a horde of zombies in order to continue on the road. This is comparable to a river in Oregon Trail.
Oh.
The horde in front of you is currently massive in size and appears to be alert. So, we can wait to see if the horde disperses, break out guns and clear a path, attempt to sneak through, hire mercenaries to escort us.
Probably don't have enough money for mercenaries.
Yeah, let's see how much that is. $50. No. Yeah, we can't even agree to that. Sneaking through doesn't work if they're alert. I think we should break out the guns and clear a path.
Sure.
And this is just automated. I like that little animation, though. Seems to be a little bit jumpy on the screen there. You successfully fought your way through the horde.
Woohoo.
Yay, and we didn't even have somebody break an arm. So, why are we still here? I thought we were back on the road. Oh, here we are. Now we're back on the road. I guess it was just loading. The sky clears up. That's always nice. So there was our little Pittsburgh marker. And we've got 154 miles to our next landmark. Which, hey, we found some wild fruit. Pretty wild. I don't know. What would you say is the wildest fruit? Your muffler broke, but you were able to replace it from supplies. Protein no longer has typhoid. Wow. So this is a lot of good news. I guess the muffler break-in's an inconvenience. But it's not going to kill us until we break another one. Because the thing, heavy fog rolls in. You're forced to drive more slowly. Dang it. Hey, we're at a mall. So let's see. I always like these illustrations they did a lot. Because they're very simple. But they have a good depth to them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's a good understanding of three-dimensional space in these illustrations. Which I enjoy. Okay.
Jobs.
There's a group of hostile folk who have holed up in a nearby building. I think they mean to take over. $24.
That's also suicide.
Yeah.
Let's not do that.
You sure? That would double our money at this point. Or more.
Okay, let's try
I mean, the
it.
penalty for taking the jobs, like, even though we got hurt both times, it was so minimally. Pull back to aim, release to shoot. You're vulnerable while aiming, and so is the enemy. Okay, so it looks like I need to just kind of shoot the building here. Okay, so I need to stay down while they're shooting. Whoops. Well, I haven't gotten shot yet. Much like real life. I wouldn't have hit anybody no matter what I did there. Whoops. So I'm getting it close to the windows. It's really hard to aim this thing. Yeah, I'm wondering if this is just going to be like a massive waste of our ammo. Well, no, I mean, I got some of them. 2 down. It's hard to line up the shot without being exposed for too long. Oh, that was way off. Okay, this is really hard.
I shouldn't laugh.
Well, yeah, you're gonna laugh when it's your turn.
You also have to hit them when they're standing up.
I know, but it's one of those things like I can't count on them standing up when I'm So like I'm trying to get the bullet to arrive by the time they stand, like that, or that. Well, the or that there was overconfidence. That one wasn't. If I can line up the vector, then I can eventually hit the timing. I don't think I've hit this window once. There we are. We survived the attack. We earned $24. So hey, we actually got a job that wasn't horrible. Supply, food 136, we're okay. I think we might want to go ahead and just rest. Well, I was going to say rest for like 2 hours and just let everybody's health kind of regenerate some.
Yeah.
At the current pace, their health neither regenerates nor degenerates slowly. Oh, the rest button and the done button are confusing. I don't like that. They should be rest and cancel or something. Rest and I don't know. But if you're going at a fast pace, then everybody's health declines as you drive. And if you're going at a leisurely pace, everybody's health slowly increases as you drive. Mm-hmm. So, at our pace, though, they'll just stay wherever they're at. So, hey, we found some more wild fruit. I don't know. Must be like a berry party or something.
It's very fun.
Yeah, there's got to be some sort of pun on a berry name that implies, like, crazy party. Passion fruit implies the wrong kind of party. Indianapolis. Lost alive. Once again, excellent sense of depth on this stuff. Like, whoever did this actually understands perspective pretty well, I think. So, let's see what we can buy in the auto shop here. A muffler that we certainly can't afford. Are there any jobs in town? Payment, 1 muffler. Payment, $6. Neither of those jobs seem like the exactly the sort of thing that we really are that interested in. We could buy fuel, food, that sort of thing. What is the zombie activity? It's only high. We're running low on food. Let's go ahead and scavenge for food. Do you want me to do this or should you? I'll do it the first time, and then okay. So there's stuff on the ground that you can scavenge. So like that's money. Right? And the stuff just kind of appears throughout the map here. And woo. And so what we want to do is we want to get to the little things that are appearing. So that's scrap metal over there. That's car battery, I think, that I just picked up. So you don't only find food out here. Whoa. You want to stay away from the edges because that'll happen. Guy got me. So we found $25 in 4 scrap in addition to 7 ounces of food. So not a lot of food. That's like less than one person's amount of food for the hour that we spent.
Sweet.
Yeah. Now if you can find a shopping cart full of food, it's like a buffalo. It's like hundreds of food. So staying in the middle and just shoot. Yeah, there we go. So at this point we just need to not die because of the zombies, and we will have enough food to last us for a little while. So let's go over there and get some more money. And these things will eventually disappear if we wait too long. So you can't just dally forever. Yay. Kind of running the gauntlet here. I didn't reach that. But I still got $105 and 420 ounces of food.
Sweet.
So that's a pretty quality haul. I'm putting the bread on the table. What you do with it is your concern. I will not put the money on the table because I want to go use it to buy cool stuff for the car. So, we can buy upgrades. It seems like each town has a different upgrade for the car, although the less likely to break muffler does not seem that, I don't know, alluring. So, yeah, let's go ahead and get back on the road. We've still got 20 cans of fuel. We're going to have to start worrying about fuel the further we get down the road. Yeah. We're going to start trading other stuff for fuel. Muffler falls off the station wagon. We replace it from supplies. Dang it. Okay, so now we have broken 2 mufflers, and we have traded away a 3rd one. So if this one breaks, we took a wrong turn. This storm is not treating us well. If the muffler breaks, then your car gets really loud, which attracts zombies, and then you're more likely to be attacked by zombies while you're on the road. Heavy ash covers the windshield, which forces you to slow down. This game seems to be a series of trials. A gas can is leaking, we lose half the can. Hey, farmland. Wonderful. Those cars crashed. Well, that one did. Lots of zombies in this game, I've noticed. Okay, some of the flickering that's showing up on the recording there, like that right there, I think that's something having to do with the AirPlay mirroring between the iPad and the computer, because that is not showing up on the iPad itself. So just wanted to be clear about that. So if you're watching this Ryan Weimeyer of Men Who Wear Many Hats Games, yeah, that's not a bug that you just saw on your end. That's a bug on the AirPlay mirroring end. So let's see. Supply, car, jobs. 3 fuel to kill a couple of troublemakers. That one might be worth it. You want to take this one, or should I? Pull back to aim, release to shoot. Okay, so this looks like the same thing.
Oops.
Okay, well, so I'll do the next one. So there goes our chance of getting more fuel. This is on easy mode, I'd like to point out. You can tell because we're all still alive. Okay, you need to rest, though. You've been just shot pretty bad. So let's go ahead and rest for 3 hours. That's enough to fix a gunshot wound, I figure.
Yeah. This is totally realistic.
Completely. Yeah, actually, you've recovered, like, no health in the interim. That gunshot... I think I'm going to have to use a med kit, which I'm loath to do because they are very expensive. But, yeah. So that'll bring you back to, like, 80% health for using 2 med kits. So we're going to go ahead and... Okay, I figure that at this point we should probably just head on out. Oh, let's see if we can get a muffler. Survivor has 1 muffler for 1 battery. Ugh. We've had I'd rather have 1 of each than 2 batteries, just, you know, in case. Let's go ahead and get back on the road then. A bike gang follows you out of the settlement. Tap anywhere to continue. I'm going to tap on their heads with my car. Well, it's our car. Legally. It's... So, they're going to pull up next to me and try and shoot, and I need to run over them with the car before they try and shoot. So this is, I think, fun. I like that little tumble they take. Take a tumble is also one of my favorite expressions, so I enjoy watching them take a tumble. You know, because I get to also say it. Woo! Tumble, tumble. I'm not doing a great job of hitting them. I think I'm tapping this about 8 times as much as I need to. Oh no, the car's been hit once. But I think that was the last of them. We survived the attack. So we're probably gonna want to heal the car. This is still like the loading thing, because we're technically have left town. Or have we? Oh. Maybe we haven't. Maybe we're stopped again. So, to repair the station wagon, I can use different amounts of scrap for different percentages of success. Even if I use all the scrap we have, there's only an 83% chance that the car will be repaired that much. So, if I use 5, 62. Let's go ahead and try it with 4, which gives us 53. Dang it. Okay, that button is in a weird place. Yeah, see, repair and done. I get confused easily. So, it's going to take us an hour, and we are attempting repairs. Repairs failed. Yay. So I guess we'll try it with the other 4 scrap, and I might as well have just used all 8 at this point for the level of success we're having. Although we could have still failed there. Rather than having 2 chances at 53%, we'd have 1 chance at 80%. So, and it would be, okay, so we have repaired the car partially. And when we get to a real garage, we can pay for someone to do that. So I like how the moon crashes into those buildings every night. Heavy rubble has rendered your car stuck. Remember when I was like, hey, you know what would be nice to have? A cow catcher. Uh-oh. We're going to be running out of food soon. And a fuel can went missing.
Oh, goodies.
So let me see if now is a good time. Oh, well, we may make it to that landmark. We think we see something going on in the distance. You want to get out of the car to investigate? We're going to. Would you
Okay.
like to?
Sure.
Would you get yourself in the mindset of enjoying the adventure that is before us? Because it's gonna happen. The adventure is gonna be no longer before us, but around us, surrounding us, and we need to be fully engaged. Yeah, click that yes button yourself. That allows me to gesture more wildly, like all the fruit we met. You see a man with glasses wearing a dirty, torn-up lab coat. You notice something off about him as he quietly but frantically mumbles to himself. He begins prying open a crate he has been standing next to. He's covering up the label, but all you can make out is the words Boxa, and the man shouts dollars. Approach the man or leave him?
Yeah, let's approach him.
That's the spirit. As you get close, he whips around, acting very defensively over his crate. You see the name tag on his lab coat says Sean on it. Where did you come from? Are you here to steal my box, or are you here to help me? Let's help him or take it. I say help him.
Let's help. Hopefully he's not a zombie.
You open the crate and find $20 inside. Sean begins to scream thank you and continues to scream it as he runs off, not even looking your way. This crate must have been a box of dollars. Okay, so that guy was very, very, I mean, I guess he got to keep all 20 of his dollars in our... Oh, hey, is that Nashville? That looks like the Batman building.
Where is that? Oh.
Oh. Chicago. Blah. I was really excited for a minute. So let's see what their auto shop has. Some sort of... Is that a solar panel? Move slowly while out of fuel. That's better than stopping while out of fuel.
Yes.
Yes. Buying it. Okay, so we got the special. Do we want to see if there's any fun jobs? This one pays 1 muffler. Another group of those cover-based shooters. We've done that already. Let's we're running low on food and scrap, so it might be a good time to scavenge. Zombie activity is medium as well, so let's get out there and cause some havoc. Oh hey, that's already a thing. Oh good, activity is high now that we're, out here. So fleeing. It's really hard to shoot while fleeing. Gonna shoot at you, I'm fleeing. Toward all the danger and away from the food. Oh wait, let's do the opposite. 170 ounces of food and 13 scrap. It's not bad because the car was in bad shape, so I'd like to, if we could also repair the car while we're here. Let's go ahead and just go for the 92% chance of success there. Time passes. DNA, RNA, and protein have been particularly inactive in this adventure. I'd like to point out.
Yeah.
You and I are doing all the real work here. Yeah, that 1 scrap for 20% of success is a bargain, except for the amount of food that you burn during each attempt, I guess. Whoops, I was gonna try and... Dang it. Repair, 3 scrap, repair. Because every hour you burn, a bunch of food. Let's see if we actually got any benefit there. Maybe. Yay, repair successful. Now our car can get shot at by bikers a little bit more without, completely burning out. So, we got 17 fuel, we got 152 food. We're not doing horribly. So, you want to head out?
Yeah.
Let's make sure, nobody's dying or anything there. Okay, so now that we're leaving Chicago, next landmark 150 miles, I think we're going to head south because of that whole western Fallout district.
Yep.
Now, in the non-director's cut, we had to go through Memphis, which, of course is never fun. But maybe the director's cut added Nashville. I think we can dream. I fall asleep at... No. Marion falls asleep at the wheel and crashes into a parked car.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so the station wagon took a little bit of a beating there. She's less than desirable.
Oh, good.
A remote shack. Tap anywhere to continue. So you got your guy with the chainsaw there, even though it's not connected to a stub on his arm, which is a little weird. Food, we're down to 88. I'd see zombie activity's high, but we just need to get out there and find a shopping cart. That's going to be how we don't starve. And I really need to get in practice on this tap and to shoot thing. It's kind of bizarre, but I think I'm getting the hang of it. Although it's weird because, like, I can't, depending on how I hold my finger, I can't, like, see around it. I really liked the old click and to shoot thing, but it was super easy. Shopping cart. Achievement unlocked. Overstocked. You found 605 ounces of food while scavenging, but were only able to carry 250 ounces back.
Sweet.
There we go. So, that's more food than we could carry. Now, let's see. Getting back on the road. Our next landmark is 214 miles. We've already traveled 1,200 miles. How far did we travel? You swerved to miss a squirrel and get stuck in a ditch. How far did we travel by road when we went to PAX East and back? What? That was like a 2,500-mile trip, right?
Yeah.
We've done half of that in about 20 minutes now.
I wish traveling worked like that. I'm pretty sure we couldn't even travel that fast via airplane.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, good. It looks like an arch. Maybe we'll get to go to St. Louis or half of McDonald's. St. Louis. Oh, well. Oh, the end is near Tower, one of their famous landmarks. Let's see what they got in their special upgrade. Oh, look, Marion, it's the cow catcher. I'm buying it this time. We did all that work. Yeah, cow catcher. I'm excited. Payment, 1 med kit. A crate fell out of the back of our car on the way to town. Can you go find it? Yeah. Difficulty, dangerous.
Except that might take fuel, and we don't have
No. It's going to be a foot mission,
Oh, okay.
I think. Like, all of the jobs are just like you walk around and do stuff. Yeah, tap to move. So reach the goal at the end of the level. So I need to go this way. And you see these little orange things. They represent walls that we create for ourselves societally when we limit our expectations of others based on preconceptions. See? And so we just need to counter-navigate all of these walls. No! And get overrun and injured in the process. I probably should have been stopping to shoot more, but there's so many of them.
You
Yeah.
don't need that med kit.
No, not if I don't do the mission. Yeah, I think what we do need to do, though, is rest for a few hours. What time is it? If I go to supply, it's 11 p.m. So let's go ahead, and we got plenty of food, and so let's just go ahead and rest through the night. Dang it. I keep hitting that done button. So now we get to watch 32 dots disappear. So as we watch these dots disappear, let's see. When we went to PAX, we stayed in a whole bunch of different hotels. Did you have one that was... Actually, I had to say, if I had a favorite place that we stayed, it would have been Andy's house. Was like,
Yeah.
Andy Buchanan was kind enough to let us stay with her. That was the greatest, awesomest place to stay.
I want a house like that.
Yeah,
It's awesome.
one day. You know, when you're the doctor and I'm the New York Times bestselling writer. Yeah, we're a ways off from that.
How is it that we always get repaired last, or I get repaired last?
Because you're the one that keeps getting shot.
I'm glad I'm just like a big target.
Well, I could have been the big target, but we put your name in. You must cross a horde of zombies in order to continue on the road. They appear to be docile. So you want to sneak through?
Okay.
Or we can shoot guns and...
Um,
I don't think they're actually going to disperse, but like docile's like the most dispersed it gets. So I think sneaking through is our best bet.
Okie dokes. We shall sneak.
So we just need to everybody be quiet. We were overrun by the horde. We lost a tire. Dang it. Oh well. So here we are. St. Louis is behind us. We suddenly find ourselves surrounded by zombies. Uh-oh. This is new. I haven't seen this in the game. This must be a director's cut thing. Defense instructions. Don't let the zombies get to the station wagon. Oh, good. So maybe it does matter then what time of day you leave and stuff like that. This is so weird having to move my hand all the way around the circle here. Shooting stuff below me is the hardest, I think. So we got that crawling one. Let me know if there's ever any under my hand, because you can see them on the screen and I can't.
There's one off the corner.
Yeah. What you should do is yell something like, bogeys on your 7. Bogeys on your 4. You know, that sort of thing. Not floor, but 4, because it's like a clock. A very brutal zombie clock. Which we survived. Tap anywhere to continue.
Sweet.
Okay, so our next landmark is in 14... Whoops. Check engine light is on.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that's not ideal. Yeah. The muffler falls off the station wagon. You replace it from supplies. Told you it'd be good to have one.
Mm-hmm.
We might need to repair the car when we get to this cave. We find some wild fruit. Hey, this is one of the first places that doesn't... This is like the first illustration that's not full of zombies.
Yeah, but is it?
No, I don't think it's full of zombies. If it was full of zombies, we probably wouldn't stay here. Jobs, paying a battery, let's see what we got here. Party. Do I have anything to fix the car with? I think we're out of scraps.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, so if we look at our roadmap, though, you'll see that they've nuked DC now, so that's all radioactive, and we've made it all this way. So we're maybe a quarter of the way done. So we got our next city just ahead.
Yeah,
So,
might be Nashville.
yeah, I'm thinking, how are we on food? Okay. I'm going to go ahead and scavenge and try and get us some food or scraps. We're going to have to repair the car. So, okay, that looks like scrap down there in the corner. Let's head back up. Okay, here's some money.
You might want to get that zombie.
I might. Look, I took care of it. And hey, here's some food. And ooh, more scrap. We found 16 scrap and $50, 150 ounces of food. Awesome, that's a good haul. So let's see what we can do here. Car, upgrade, oh, not upgrade, repair. So I think mathematically the best thing for us to do here would probably be to do several 5s.
Okay.
Because then we can get here and then here again. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Dang it! I keep repair. Time passes. Attempting repairs. This is so harrowing. No, it failed. Repair. And then this one's gonna fail, and then I'm gonna feel dumb because I'm like, oh look, we had the opportunity to repair the car 3 times, and I ruined it 3 times. So yeah, we're going to use all 6 this time. 70% chance of success. The odds of, failing at 62 times 62 times 70, that's... I'd have to be a big failure to fail this time. Hey, look, I didn't fail. Done. So, oh wait, there's an actual town. Oh, there's not a real town here. This is still the cave. So, let's go ahead and get back on the road until we can find the real big city. I kind of wonder if that little stagger...
Oh, Memphis.
Yep. Oh no, a bandit snuck up on you and grabbed protein. Okay, Marion. Protein is your friend, so you might have to do this yourself.
Oh.
You only get 1 shot. Now the thing is, there's an angle here. Well, actually, I've already touched it, so...
Yeah, you get to...
So we probably don't want to shoot the ground. You think that's too high? I think that's about right.
Yeah.
I missed.
Okay, protein's dead.
We'll let you do that next time. So, protein's gone. But, it's not like you can't have life without protein. At the cellular level. I wish they would stop doing that screen tearing thing. That's totally on the, what do you call it? The mirroring. That's not the game. Sorry, guys. Auto shop. Buy upgraded muffler. Yes. Never have to replace it. Supposedly. So...
Unless someone steals it.
Yeah. Can we pay someone to repair it? No. Wait. Oh, if we go into the auto shop. Yeah, here we go. Repairs. Pay $44 to replace it? Yes. Awesome. And... So, in terms of our supplies, we have 300 bullets, 12 fuel, 83 food. Oh no, one of them, look, protein's gone.
Mm-hmm.
Sad. At this point, I figure maybe we rest for a few hours and then get back on the road.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and say 4. We need to mourn protein. I feel like 4 hours is an appropriate period of rest for,
Morning.
our fallen comrade. I mean, this is a zombie apocalypse. A lot of people fall. So, some of them are even, shot by bandits because we miss when we're shooting the bandits. That's a really hard shot to make. Okay. So, you know what? We've made it all the way to Memphis. I think this might be a good place to end this episode. But I figure we'll probably break this into 3 chunks. So, Marion, what do you think of the game so far?
It's pretty good. It's my second game that I've played.
Second game that you've played?
Ever.
What was the first game that you played?
Zombies.
Zombies. Do you mean like computer game? Because I've seen you play like several card and board games.
Yes, I meant computer game.
You play a lot of card and board games. And you've also played Ticket to Ride on the iPad. That's kind of a computer game.
Hardly.
Okay, whatever. So, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this. We're going to be back in a little bit with our next episode, which will feature us leaving Memphis. I'm sure that'll be a great highlight to start off. So, anyway, until next time, y'all, this is Joe Hills from Nashville, Tennessee, joined by DNA, RNA, and Sour Power.
Hey, y'all.
Why do people, whenever I do that closing thing, people always say, hi, and what I want them to say is, bye.
Bye, y'all.
Keep adventuring. You did fine.